It's currently 10:16 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:16 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 1:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, June 29th, 2025. And of course, we're back at it with another general, timeless, intuitive reading for my soul tribe, divine divinity, and whoever else resonates with any of these messages at any time that you see it and it resonates. Remember to do your own spiritual due diligence and go within into the Holy Spirit of the Most High for further confirmation as to how the energies correlate with you and your personal situation. Exercise your spiritual, energetical, intuitive, discerning muscles. Okay? There's something that could be significant about a Libra, a Sagittarius, and a Capricorn. Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. So air, fire, and earth sign. Okay? There's something significant about those three. You could be either of those or have significant placements of those signs in your birth chart, or is some sort of outside third-party energy. As I was shuffling my initial channel messages, 144 on the clock timer, you could resonate with being a chosen one or earth angel. Shout out to my fellow chosen ones, earth angels, light workers, healers, aka shamans, alchemists, starseeds, indigos, and rainbow. Okay, so as I was shuffling my initial channel messages, conception jumped out. Okay, so you could either be conceiving an idea or someone is pregnant, whether you know it or not. Okay, so I'm going to start with some initial channel messages and then maybe some numerology before we get into the cards. Okay, something about a bruja or brujo. Okay, something specific about a bruja or brujo. Okay, this doesn't necessarily mean that they're low vibrational. It depends on their intentions. But this is someone of Latino or possibly even Native American descent who has inherited or is practicing witchcraft spell work. Okay, bruja, brujo. Okay, I really feel like that someone is a bruja or brujo by lineage. Yeah, an ordained initiate, 303 on the clock timer. 303 could be significant. I believe that is a Colorado area code. Let me double check. 33 could also be significant, ascended master energy. However, take the energies where and how they resonate. What is the area code? What is the area code for 303? Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to connect this phone to my Wi-Fi. Okay. So here you go. What is the What is the area code for 303? Okay, yeah, so that's the metropolitan area of Denver, Aurora, Boulder, Lakewood, and Littleton. So this has come up a couple of times. So Denver, Colorado, and those areas could be significant. But you're in this ordained initiate energy. You could be a bruja or a brujo who's been ordained for conceiving some sort of idea or for being pregnant. Okay, confirmation. So this has something to do with a pregnancy. 4, 5, 6 on the clock timer, confirmation, advancing forward in the right direction. Okay, somebody could be in there's 3 trimesters in a pregnancy. So somebody is getting ready to give birth, okay? Or something like that. You're in the 3rd trimester, but in the 4th cycle of your 3rd trimester. I don't know if that makes sense. Adoption could be significant. So somebody could be a surrogate. Okay, this is giving me a surrogate energy. Ordained initiate adoption. Okay. So, this could be a sticky situation because the energy that I'm channeling, and this is very significant, very specific. The couple that is, or that has enlisted the surrogate, one of the individuals within this union has passed on. And that brings up a custody issue. A custody issue that neither of the remaining parties want to embark on. So it's like the surrogate is going to adopt their own child because the legal papers and documents were already in place, but because one of the two within this couple has passed on, the surrogate is going to legally adopt their natural born child, but they're going to share custody with the remaining individual that is now a widow or widower. If that makes sense, I hope I translated that correctly. I just saw 717 on the clock timer, so you could be seeing 717 as a synchronization. You could be seeing 717, 133, 66, 77, 777, 999, 89, 111, 333, 555, 1010, 1111, 1212, 1313, or 1113. If you have been seeing any of these numbers as a synchronization, then there is something in this message for you. They're committed to your demise. So we have op energy here. Now, whether this ties into this brujo, conception, ordained initiate, adoption energy, it remains to be seen. So yeah, unrequited love is coming out next to conception. And there are receipts regarding this bruja or brujo. Yeah, someone is sleeping with the enemy. So what I'm getting here, yeah, the enemy is this brujo. So an ordained initiate, someone that's high honor and high ranking in the spiritual realm, is sleeping with the enemy. This ordained initiate is energetically structured, and this adoption is in alignment with this situation and circumstances, whoever this energy belongs to. Shots fired hit the dirt. Yeah, somebody, this brujo is throwing magic at you or something like that. Shots fired hit the dirt. You could be a life path number 9, a humanitarian, in humanitarian energy, philanthropic energy, giving back to the community, or communities in which you resonate with. However the energies and messages correlate with you. Philosopher. You're a philosopher, and there's receipts to this. They can't stand alone, but you can. So I was just watching this video clip on Facebook, and this self-proclaimed introvert was explaining how he discovered that he was an introvert. And he did a compare and contrast with one of his extroverted friends. And I had this epiphany about introvert and extroverted energies. And it's because of the way that he explained on how he came to the conclusion that he was an introvert. And he said that after hanging out with his friend who's an extrovert and going to these events and everything, he realized that he charges up, that he's most empowered when he's within his own energy. And he noticed that his extrovert friend gets energy or gains power by being extroverted, by being around a lot of people. And that compare and contrast that he gave made me think of those of us who are naturally introverted or hermit mode. 11:16 on the clock timer. No, something about November 16th is significant. Believe that's still Scorpio season. Okay, so Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Scorpio is significant. So that's all four elements: earth, air, and water. Okay, something like that. 11:41 is on the clock timer. You could be seeing 141 as a synchronization, same as well. So this is your message. Something about hidden figures. Okay, so anyway, with this introvert extrovert energy, okay, extrovert can be conceptualized as narcissism if not consciously aware of your extrovertness. Okay, that's not a word. December 16th, yeah, Sagittarius. 12:16 could be significant. Something about New York. Okay, so if extroverts pull energy from being around other people, does that make them a narcissist or an energy vampire? And I think when people are consciously siphoning energy from other people, then they definitely are an energy vampire and or narcissist. But what happens when they're doing it subconsciously or even unconsciously, not even aware that it's the energy from other people that is sustaining them? Introvert versus extrovert. How does that work? Introverts are usually uninterested in other people's boring ways. Okay? Something about Gucci, Uchi, Coochie, Gucci. Okay? Something about somebody's coochie. Somebody's coochie is Gucci. So somebody got some good puss. Okay? And I love that for you. Okay? It ain't really none of my business. I don't play in puss like that. I have before. For whoever is resonating with being a philosopher, a life path number 9, this is your sacred path, okay? Lay down your weapons or perish. For this brujo energy, they're attacking you. They're being warned to lay down their weapons or perish. Shots fired. Confirmation on that. I don't know if you heard that, but there's a confirmation on that. 14:14 on the clock timer, another confirmation. You could be seeing 14:14 as a synchronization. That's 5 and 5. 5th house energy, Leo on the sun, success, creativity, romance, fun, and play, shining the light on things done in the dark. 5 and 5, that's 10. 10 is completion, completing, closing out cycles. Okay, 10th house energy, Saturn and Capricorn. So the devil versus karma. This is all about your professional path, which is the work that you're doing, which is your sacred path. Okay, so you could be in some sort of spiritual business. I was thinking spiritual business, but I was getting ready to say spiritual building. So there's something about a temple, a place, a physical, tangible place where people can congregate together and resonate in spiritual energy. Confirmation on that. So yeah, something about an avatar, hidden figures, energetically structured adoption, AA, avatar, HFA, HSA or something like that, avatar. So somebody could have a fake profile on social media communicating with you. This brujo could be using an avatar. Yeah. Siren the Vixen. So something is being spoken word. Poetry could be significant. Okay. Something like that is very significant. Confirmation on that. I don't know if you all heard that confirmation, but there was a confirmation on that. So I'm going to throw these dice to get the forecast of this spiritual weather and see what's going on numerically in these spiritual streets. I'm looking at 665. 66 could be significant. I believe that was on my list, same as well. 66. Yep, it was on my list. So we have 66 here. 6 individually talks about finding and maintaining balance, which we know balance is subjective to each individual based on their personal situation and circumstances. 6th house energy is Virgo and Mercury. So there's a lot heavy on the work, heavy on what you do for a living, heavy on the sacred path, heavy on the life path number 9 and philosopher in these receipts of you being an ordained initiate, energetically structured, and hidden figures. Okay. These people who are committed to your demise, a humanitarian, they're being warned to lay down their weapons or perish, okay? It's something about the work that you do, 6th house energy, Virgo and Mercury. Mercury, okay, is what I like to refer to it as 6th house Mercury energy. So, percolator, somebody likes the way you percolate. You could be from Chicago. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. Okay, so house music can be significant. Okay, but you need to balance your work schedules with your self-care, with your nutrition and fitness routines. You need to be more disciplined in that area, or you are coming into a more disciplined energy in that arena. Okay, so the final dice here is 5. Upcoming changes for your highest good and expansion. Okay, 5th house energy, Leo and the Sun. Confirmation on that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull out the spirit number 665 in just one moment. So angel number, spirit number 665. Let's see what the messages are here for Femme Masculine. Let me go here. So angel number, spirit number 665 signifies positive change, particularly in areas of home, family, and relationships. Somebody could be trying to reconcile with you, but you have already severed ties and cut cords with them. So this gives me the energy of the message, the video I did yesterday, the reading I did yesterday and a couple of videos ago, is that people who have betrayed you, who have set out to steal, kill, and destroy you now need your help and want to reconcile with you. The nerve and the audacity. It's a heavy no for me. Let's see here. Angel number spirit number 665 is a message that positive changes are taking place in your life that will bring auspicious opportunities for you to take advantage of. By making these changes, you will find personal fulfillment on all levels and will be in a position to bring more stability and balance to a home and or family issue or situation. Trust that the angels are guiding and assisting you through these changes and are encouraging you to ask for help if feeling any trepidation. Know that these changes will ensure that all of your needs will be met as you continue along your path. Listen to the guidance from the angels and take your intuitive messages. Or listen to the guidance, from the angels and your intuitive messages as they are prompting you to make changes that will bring you the answers to your prayers. Angel number, spirit number 665 suggests. One moment. Somebody may need to find their Zen. Okay, that just popped up on my phone out of nowhere, which that was kind of weird. One moment. Are we embarking on a Mercury's retrograde or something? Angel number, spirit number 665 suggests that changes currently taking place in your life will bring good in every way. Relish and enjoy your relationships and the companionship of those close to you, and give love freely and unconditionally. Keep a positive attitude and mindset about making necessary changes, and you will find that all will go smoothly for you. Listen to the guidance from the angels and your intuitive messages as they are prompting you to make changes that will bring you the answers to your prayers. Be open to receiving wonderful blessings in your life. Live your life with responsibility and integrity, true to your own values and principles. The overall number and energy combined here is 8. 8 is an infinite number that goes on and on and on. It represents and talks about healing. I'm hearing transparency, transparent authenticity, prosperity and abundance, and infinite energy. 8 also talks about your 8th house energy, which is Scorpio and Mars. So this is all about loss, death, both in the metaphysical and the physical realm. Okay, highly transformative energy. Okay, highly transformative energy. So with that said and done, you could also be a life path number 8. Let's see what a life path number 8 is. What is life path number 8? Life path number 8 is a person destined for success, power, and financial abundance. That's the short definition for it. 24:05 on the clock timer. So I want to go ahead and get into these cards. I want to pull from my love deck and check in on energy regarding love and romance, and possibly even that of family, heart chakra intended. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about the romance department for femme masculine? Give me a card, please, and thank you. Messages regarding romance, love, family. What is it that, okay, so we have the King of Sword in the upright. It's giving me, I know why the caged bird sings. Okay, somebody's in prison. A bird snitching. So somebody snitched on someone and sent them to prison. King of Swords, Chief of Wickedness. So this is the judicial system. This could also be someone who's trapped inside their mind because of their wicked deeds. So somebody could be in a catatonic state in prison. Okay, I see somebody laying in a hospital bed, but they're shackled. Two of Pentacles is what jumped out in the upright. So something to do with your inner child, innocence, confirmation. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There's some sort of collaborative offer coming in that's going to be very lucrative and potentially bring in large financial blessings should you choose to accept. Okay. This definitely has something to do directly with the judicial system. So with the depiction on this card, this is giving me a feminine energy, male or female. But see here, it's like this little girl is magical. And so this is giving me energy, and then there's a puppy here. So you can have a spirit, a dog's canine energy could represent your animal guides. Okay, birds, something about birds and dogs. Okay, canary. Somebody swallowed the canary. What's that reference? The phrase swallowed a canary is an idiom, often used to describe someone who has a self-satisfied or smug expression, especially when they seem to be concealing something. It's similar to phrases like the cat got the cream, or like the cat ate the canary. Extremely happy or satisfied, or in a very happy or satisfied way. What does it mean to swallow the canary? What is the proverb of the canary? Like the canary in the coal mine, the climate change is already evident. In the Arctic are a call to action, so that doesn't even sound right. Like the canary in the coal mine, the climate change is already evident in the Arctic are a call to action. What is the metaphor of the canary in a cage? The metaphor for a canary in the cage is a message about when weakness can be a strength. So when they say weakness can be a strength, I'm thinking about vulnerability. Many people view being vulnerable as a sign of weakness, but I tend to look at it as a sign of ultimate strength, when you can allow yourself to be vulnerable in the most vulnerable of times. So with this Two of Pentacles in the upright and innocence being the key word, it's almost like the judicial system wants to partner up with your intuitive abilities. So like intuitive psychic investigator, that type of energy. Three of Cups. Yeah, foresight is the key word here. Okay, Three of Cups, yeah, third party situation. So somebody could be coming to you through a third party to make this offer to you. Clairvoyance, yeah, it's all about your foresight. Somebody's looking at the hands, the card in their hands, and they view you as a divine feminine energy, male or female. It's like you're being tested, what I'm getting. It's like you're being tested. Somebody is tested or has tested or is testing your intuition. They're looking at the cards. It's almost like, can you tell me the cards in my hand? And you, this divine feminine energy, male or female, it's like, of course I can. Duh. I'm hearing I'm a witch. Okay? So bruja energy again. High vibrational and both low vibrational. So you could be of Wiccan heritage. You may not actively use your Wiccan abilities because, I mean, you just don't really have to, but you have that in your bloodline lineage. Okay? And being a witch does not automatically make you bad. It's the intention behind which you tap into these energies. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in an upright. Attracting wealth, prosperity, and abundance, one with nature. Something about corn. Corn could be significant. Corn stalks. Somebody could have a farm, Native American heritage. Didn't I say Native American? The brujo. Somebody has a child. Male or female? It's one of the universal laws that we all embody masculine and feminine energy, just as we embody light and shadow. Feminine energy is not regulated to females only, okay? Yeah, Two of Swords in the reverse. Something is being unveiled. It's like a revealing. This could either be you revealing yourself as the Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing taking off the blindfolds. Someone's taking off the blindfolds and are seeing you for who you are, which is in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Someone that is very valuable. I'm hearing mitigating circumstances. I'm not quite sure what these mitigating circumstances are, but I'm hearing mitigating circumstances. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Not sure what this has to do with love and romance at this point. In this cartomancy. Some sort of legal document. Page of Pentacles. And upright, heavy on the feminine, divine feminine energy. Trees are significant. The color green, yeah, conical hats. Yeah, you're very witchy. Somebody, yeah, views you as magical. Rabbits, dogs, and birds are significant. So are corn. This does have to do with love, yeah. You moved away from something, Morning Herald, something about news, parenthood. Okay, so yeah. Something to do with children, family, conception, parenthood. Somebody's giving birth. Yeah, like what I said, okay, this is what it has to do with family. Maybe not so much as a romance, but family energy. So we're going to pull some tarot and check out this focus line and see what's out in the open. What can be seen? What are people aware of, Holy Spirit? Five of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. 34 on the clock timer. 77 is significant. 1977. The number is 14 and 5. With the Five of Cups in the reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, someone is aware. They know that you are moving forward and that you have chosen peace. above everything else. 34:56 on a clock timer, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Making tremendous steps. This Hanged Man energy speaks of a sacrifice. And I don't feel like that this is you being sacrificed as much as I'm getting that you made a sacrifice. And when I say you made a sacrifice, this is a sacrifice from within. Something that you gave up for your sacred path. Or people that you gave up. Yeah. Death and transformation. 13, the number 13, endings. Ending a cycle with this transformation. I feel like somebody's going into mediumship here because this looks like a spirit or ghost. So, you're an intuitive psychic medium. You can connect with passed on loved ones and others that have left this earthly physical realm. Yeah. You're balancing out this new ability, balancing out your energy, even balancing out resources. Yeah, you're setting sail, preparing to set sail. Yeah, High Priestess. Very intuitive, male or female. Or somebody is balancing out a contract or something, they're looking at you in this High Priestess energy. Yeah, the devil is what just jumped out. Capricorn, didn't I say Capricorn at the top of this video? Yeah. We got Capricorn here. Scorpio, I said Scorpio as well. Ooh, we got the Hangman and the High Priestess. This devil rules obsessions, addictions, contracts, broken contracts. Yeah, so somebody broke a contract with you as a High Priestess. And somebody's trying to balance things out. Yeah, but they can't go anywhere. They were a fool. Broken contract. Yeah, somebody broke a contract with you. What's the issue here, Holy Spirit? Let's see here. I want to go to this deck. What's the issue here, Holy Spirit? Oh, okay. Truth and clarity. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody's trying to avoid change. Fearing change. Well, rather, they're fearing change. Because here, look here, with this Two of Swords in the reverse, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, having to choose between the lesser of two evils. It's the devil or the demon that somebody has to choose from. Yeah, resisting transition. They don't want something to change. Six of Swords in the reverse. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Heavy air sign energy, heavy communicative energy. What else, Holy Spirit? Three of Swords in the reverse. So this High Priestess is healing from some sort of attack. Shots fired, hit the dirt. Yeah, they're committed to your demise. So a group of people are committed to your demise. Yeah, Queen of Wands, or Queen of Cups in the reverse. Somebody just smothering you. They didn't close out this cycle. Okay, so this Queen of Cups in the reverse has now manifested the Queen of Wands energy in the reverse by incompleting this cycle with the World in the reverse. So this raggedy bitch is very ugly. They're not on their path. Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius. Didn't I call that out? Okay, Aries energy with the Emperor. So this attack could have taken you from divine feminine energy into your masculine mode with this emperor standing on business, letting people know that you are the emperor, you are the ruler, you are the boss. Yeah, King of Wands. An aspect of the emperor, looking at things from a higher perspective, seeing the big picture, making a decision and moving forward in your own energy with this Two of Wands in the upright. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Someone can't, they're not able to stand on business here. Okay? They're not able to do it. They can't defend what they were doing. Okay, Six of Pentacles energy, heavy philanthropic energy. Then we have philosopher out here. Okay, humanitarian. This is the epitome of a life path number 9. I just saw 44 on the clock timer, 444. Someone may need to meditate more. Your foundation is protected. Fourth house energy, Cancer and the moon, illusions, secrets, things done behind the dark. Okay, Page of Pentacles. So this energy is about you planting seeds. Okay, and somebody has low moral standards, is what I'm saying. I want to get a few cosmic oracle messages in. Unveil the truth. Didn't I just say exposing what's done in the dark or something like that? Okay, unveil truth. You're not fully understanding a person or event. Perhaps the truth is intentionally hidden, or you're choosing to overlook certain facts. It's time to pursue clarity and see things as they truly are. Unveiled truth. Something about spiders and a spider web. Somebody could have been caught in a spider web. A web of deceit, of getting Black Widow energy. Embrace passion. Recent experiences have quickened your heartbeat, reminding you to chase your dreams. It is an insight from your Akashic truth, revealing that this path leads to abundance. Do not stifle this enthusiasm. Pursue it wholeheartedly. Redirection. You are being called to skillfully direct others' attention, not to manipulate, but to achieve goals in reality. With precise words and logic, focus attention towards positions that benefit you. Holy Spirit. Cunning. You are being called to disguise yourself skillfully, like a fox hiding its true intentions in plain sight. The fox's cunning lies in its soft exterior while plotting in the shadows. Use careful tactics to keep your actions unnoticed. So this is like dipping into your shadow energy for high vibrational reasons. Something's brewing. 4404 on the clock timer, 444 again. Meditate more. Fourth house, Cancer in the moon. Illusions. A bruja is definitely brewing some shit up. You are being called to listen to the prelude of miracles soon to unfold. These miracles are brewing around you, waiting to reveal themselves at the right moment. Prepare your heart and keep yourself open to the beauty of the unknown. The beauty of the unknown, beyond the surface. The beauty of the unknown. the beauty of the unknown. And we're going to go ahead and get some final tarot messages in. Ooh. Five of Swords in the reverse. Lingering resentment, desire to reconcile. Yeah, somebody wants to get back in good with you. But see, they broke this contract, so they're not going to be able to do that. You'd be a fool if you let them back in. But that's your business and not mine. Ooh. Okay, so we got here the moon. We're not just talking about the moon. That flipped over. And here at the bottom, after that, is the Wheel of Fortune. So your good karma is hidden, is what I'm getting. Unveil the truth. Your Wheel of Fortune is about to be revealed. And isn't that what this just said? Which one is this? Embrace passion. It is an insight from your Akashic truth revealing, hello, the moon, that this path leads to abundance. Hello, Wheel of Fortune in the upright, good karma. Yeah, you're the star. Aquarius energy. You've been paying attention to your guidance from the divine, from the cosmos. You've been watering, tending to your seeds. And this is birthing a Wheel of Fortune. Six of Swords, you're moving on to calmer waters. I'm being led to drop the mic on that. Click like, share, subscribe, donate to the channel, book your sessions. And until next time, peace. I love you all unconditionally.